Beautiful Libra peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Am from CancerMoonsTarot. I'm coming at you guys with your February 2022 tarot reading. As always, readings here are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome. And if not, it's not your message. And if you want to check out my official social medias, you're more than welcome to. That's going to be linked down in the description below. Excuse me. Real quick before we start today, everybody, I just wanted to let you guys know, in honor of Mercury being in retrograde, I do actually have some products here that can help you out with Mercury retrograde. So if you're interested, we have here the Mercury Survival Candle, and we also have here the Moving Forward Soap. If you're interested, you can purchase them together for a bundle or separately if you wish. For those of you that want information on these products to help you through Mercury, definitely feel free to check the first link in the description box down below. You'll find all the information there available, all the benefits there available. So it's something worth checking out. If you're interested, go for it, okay? All right, Libra, with that all being said, guys, let's see what we got going on for your February 2022, man. Let's see what we got. Starting out with the current energies here for Team Libra. What current energies are coming in for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout February 2022. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. First card out, we got here the Three of Pentacles. Next card out, we got the Page of Cups. And lastly, we have here the Nine of Wands. So, coming into the month of February, looking at your current energies, Three of Pentacles to the Page of Cups. I feel like you're trying to work on being more open. It definitely feels to me like you're trying to work on being more open, being more communicative. Keep in mind, with Mercury in retrograde, it can be a time of miscommunication, or it could be a time in general where you feel like it's very hard to get your point across, your thoughts across, what you're feeling emotionally. You may feel misunderstood, right? We can have many of these types of situations arise when Mercury is in retrograde. So, starting off your month here, I definitely feel like you're trying to be more open, you're trying to be more communicative about how it is you feel in certain situations, because you also have here the Nine of Wands, which is kind of like the exact opposite of that, you know? The Nine of Wands is a person who feels shut down, a person who feels emotionally unavailable, you know, not wanting to speak up, not wanting to say what's going on. It's about a person who kind of bottles their feelings and emotions up and doesn't really speak their mind. So, jumping into the month of February here, at the start, I think you're getting ready to speak your mind. You're tired of feeling held back. You don't want to be that Nine of Wands. You want to be as open, vocal, and transparent as possible. So I definitely see you wanting to be more open here emotionally. And there's been some difficulties about that in your past, but with Mercury going retrograde now, I think that it's almost assisting you in becoming more of an open person, or it's assisting you to speak your mind and your thoughts, okay? A lot more frequently than usual. So, let's have a look here. Let's see what you're dealing with coming into the month of February. What is Libra going to be dealing with here in February 2022? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout February 2022. Let's go ahead and have a look. And what do we got? We got here the Six of Cups. We also got here the King of Pentacles. We have here the Emperor. And we also have here the Three of Wands. Yeah. It could be difficult maybe for you to talk about family matters for some of you. You may find it difficult to talk about your family around other people. Maybe you feel that when it comes towards your family, Libra, you try to kind of keep that away from, like, you know, your friends. You might feel like, you know, I got a lot of stuff going on in my family life. I don't want other people to know about it. I don't know why that's what was popping up for a few of you, but it was like, I have a lot going on in my family life. I don't want other people knowing about that. So you don't tell that stuff to your friends, to your partner, to your work life, right? You kind of keep your family life private, maybe because you feel like there's a lot of difficulties there and you don't want judgment from other people. Besides that coming up though, we also have the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, and then the Three of Wands. I feel like jumping into February, what you're going to be dealing with is trying to balance out a very stressful situation to make it a situation that is incredibly cool, calm, and collected. It's like you don't want to deal with situations anymore that are stressful, that are up, down, and all around. You want to get to a point where you have a sense of stability. So maybe you want more stability within your family. Maybe you want more stability in your romantic relationship. Maybe you want more stability in your friendships, or even within your financial situation. I'm just definitely feeling this urge for more stability. I think that you've gotten to a place where you're tired of accepting that things are just the way they are, when anything can simply be changed. And that's a very powerful statement to talk about for a sec. I can't even speak today, Libra, with Mercury in retrograde. It is so hard for me to communicate. That's a really interesting thing to talk about, and I'll tell you why. Have you ever had somebody just tell you, that's just the way it is? Have you ever had anybody just tell you, well, it is what it is? And you know, in certain situations, I'm sure it just is what it is. But if something can be changed, why not try to change it, especially if it could be changed for the better? I really feel like that's going to be kind of a pondering thought for you throughout the month of February here. It's like, even though a situation in my life just might be, it is what it is, doesn't mean that it can't be changed for the better if everybody included wanted to change. So for example, let's say there's been a lot of family issues going on. Okay, that might just be how your family is, but if everybody in your family was willing to change for the better and work on those relationships within the family section, couldn't it be better? So I feel like jumping into February here, you're kind of at that place where it's like, acceptance isn't good enough for me. Accepting that things just are the way they are isn't good enough for me when there is that possibility that it could change for the better. When there's potential for it to change in a good way, acceptance is not enough. If things can change for the better, they should, is what you're feeling here. So with the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Three of Wands, I think you're very motivated this month to not accept things for the way that they are if they can be better than they are. You're in a position of time where you want to see change, and you want to see change in the best way possible. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and see where things are going for you. Where are things going to be going for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout February 2022. Let's have a look. We got here the Lovers, we got here the Devil, we got here the Strength, and lastly we have the Moon card, followed up with the Three of Cups. So in regards to where things are going for you guys, the Lovers here to the Devil. The situation that we're talking about, Libra, whether it's your friend, family members, lovers, so on and so forth, the environment we're talking about essentially, you have a love-hate relationship with it, you know? There's a lot that you love about this environment, but there's also a lot that you can't stand, and that's why you're not willing to settle for, you know what, some things are just the way they are, when they can be better. So I feel like with the Lovers here to the Devil, it is showing up that you have a love-hate relationship with the situation you're a part of, but with the Strength card here to the Moon card, I think you're getting ready to open up emotionally about how you feel. You're getting ready to tell somebody, look, we have so much more potential to be better. We have so much more potential to have an even more positive relationship. We have so much more potential to change the negative things and turn them into positive ones. I feel like you're at that place where it's like, I just can't accept that it can't get better than this when it absolutely freaking can. There's too much potential here. So you're opening up here with that Moon card, and with the Strength card, you're letting it all out. I definitely feel here that you can't hold back your feelings and emotions anymore. It's time for your thoughts to be released. It's time for what you're feeling to finally come out. Because Libra, you've been held back about this for a long time. You've accepted that something is just the way it is for way too long, to the point where you're realizing that's not enough for me. If there is potential for change, I'm going to make sure that change actually happens. Or I'm at least going to attempt to make some changes happen, right? Because at the end of the day, if we're talking about you and another person, or you and another environment, it takes two to tango, right? People just don't change because they want, or because you want them to. People have to change because they want to. So I feel like you're in this position, Libra, where it's like, you know what, I should at least try. Because if I don't try, I'm doing a disservice to myself. And we also have here the Three of Cups. So, you know, based upon where things are going, yeah, there's still going to be happiness here between you and your environment. There's still going to be good moments, but they could be even better. They could be the best. They can be improved, and you want to make sure that's known. So you're going to do everything you can here to kind of speak your truth to whatever environment you're dealing with and say, hey, look, we can accept and be in that energy that we just are the way we are, but if we could be better, why don't we do that? So you're going to be speaking and voicing your truth here. Let's see what your spirit guides have to say. Keep in mind, by the way, Libra, for this portion of the reading, whatever comes up from your guides might resonate to what we just talked about, or it could be a completely separate and random message, all right? Let's see, are there any dire or important messages coming in from Libra spirit guides, please, throughout February 2022? Are there any dire or important messages coming through from Libra spirit guides throughout February 2022? We have the Queen of Cups jump out before. We also have here the Four of Pentacles. We have here the Two of Cups. We have here the Nine of Pentacles. And we got here the Eight of Wands. So, having a look at this situation so far. Queen of Pentacles here to the Four of Pentacles, okay? Sorry, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups to the Four of Pentacles. It's easy to just sit in that energy and say, okay, it is what it is. It's easy to just give up and not fight for things to be better. But that's not where you want to be. Because in regards to whatever you're dealing with, Libra, you want to be happy. You know, for example, if you're dealing with a partner, you don't want to have issues with your partner. You don't want to have moments with your partner that are negative. You know, same thing comes with your family. Same thing applies to your friendships, right? It's like, I don't want there to be difficulties when we have potential to be amazing together. I don't want there to be unhappiness when we have the potential to create so much happiness. So you're at that place where you want to be incredibly connected to your environment and you want to be in the best place you can. So your spirit guides are saying, if that is absolutely what you want, then you cannot hold back. You have to speak your truth. And moving forward from this, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we also have here the Eight of Wands. Another point that your guides are bringing up, though, Libra, is that if you do not feel like the current circumstances between you and whomever you're dealing with are serving you in your higher good, maybe if things don't change, it might be time to spread your wings. Because your spirit guides here are saying, you're starting to awaken to the fact that you deserve more. You're starting to awaken to the fact that just accepting that the way things are the way things are isn't enough for you, because you're already starting to validate that you deserve better. And if your environment doesn't change for the better alongside with you, your guides are saying maybe that's a telltale sign that it's time to start searching elsewhere rather than the environment you're currently in resonance with. So for example, Libra, let's say right now you're dealing with a romantic partner and you know that there's so much potential for your relationship to be better despite all the problems that are there right now. And let's say your partner doesn't choose to change, or your partner doesn't choose to try to do better for the relationship. This might be a sign saying maybe you feel like you deserve more than what it is you're getting, and maybe you should have your options open to possibly find somebody better that would fulfill you in all the ways you've desired. Now, I know that this situation's a little tricky when it comes to family, because it's not like you can just say, okay, well, I'm going to go find myself a better family and walk away from the family I already have. I know that that situation doesn't really apply to you too much for those of you that are dealing with family this month, but one thing I can definitely say is never stop speaking your truth, Libra, is something your guides want you to hear. It's incredibly important for you to continue to point out that if there can be better times, if there can be better moments, if you can do better personally, and if your environment could do better alongside with you, it's always going to be worth it to keep on improving relationships in your life, you know? So I feel like your guides here are saying, don't keep your mouth shut. Don't hold back. You know, if you feel as if you deserve more, if you feel as if there's more potential here, voice that. And if you feel like you're not getting what it is you deserve, maybe it would not be such a bad thing to potentially keep your options open to see what else is out there that could potentially be more fulfilling to you. Okay? And like I said, I know it's tricky when it comes towards family, but at the end of the day, if this is about family for some of you Libras, what I would say to you is that if you're having difficulties with your family and you're tired of just accepting the BS and not seeing change when change can be made, definitely be in a period of time where you say what it is you need to say, but also remember, if your family isn't willing to change alongside with you, if your family isn't willing to tango with you, then you can get into a place of acceptance and say, okay, it is what it is, but at least I tried. Remember how I said at the beginning of this video, Libra, that just accepting the way that things are for the fact that that's just how they are isn't enough for you? Well, sometimes things are just what they are. But if you do not try to change them, you're always going to be wondering, should I have done more? So keep that in mind. It's always worth a try. It's always worth a chance to try to improve something, even if they don't improve with you. Okay? So just letting you know that. Sometimes things won't change because it depends on the other person, but it's always worth it to try. Okay? Libra, hopefully this message is nowhere near confusing, because I do know that when Mercury is in retrograde sometimes my messages can come out a little wonky, so hopefully nobody's confused about this reading. I'm hoping that it's making crystal clear sense. If not, feel free to leave a comment below. I will try to answer any questions that any of you guys have, okay? Alright guys, let's look at the overall outcome here for your February 2022. What is going to be the overall outcome here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout February 2022? And what do we got? We got here the Ace of Cups. I like that. I think the overall outcome for your month is going to be a sense of fulfillment. And whether or not the goal you set out for yourself is accomplished, there's still going to be a sense of fulfillment, because it's like, hey, well, at least I tried, you know? So whether or not your environment improves alongside with you, you're still happy that you gave it a chance. Because people are very quick to just accept the way things are for the way things are. But if it can be better, at least you freaking tried to make it better, man. So I feel like you're coming out at the end of February here with this happiness of, you know what, at least I tried. And you know what, I'm more fulfilled because I did. I'm more fulfilled because I spoke my truth. I'm more fulfilled because I stopped holding myself back here with that Nine of Wands, and instead I opened up about how I was feeling. You know, so I think that gives you a sense of empowerment as well for speaking your truth and speaking how you feel, rather than just continuing to accept that the things are the way they are and I can't change them. At least you did, you know, at least you shot your shot. At least you gave it a chance, you know? All right, Libra, so that's what I feel here for you guys coming into the month of February 2022. Of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But I would say, though, probably for a majority of you Libras, with the Ace of Cups here being the outcome, I sense good news. I think that Ace of Cups is the fact that things have changed. Just because you're the person who stepped up to the plate and whoever or whatever environment you're dealing with fell through with you, okay? So probably for the majority of you Libras, as you open up this month, that your relationship with someone or your relationship to an environment can be better than it is, as you speak up about that, I think you'll see change there, okay? So for the majority of you Libras, I do actually see your environment starting to positively change alongside with you. So that's good news for the majority of you, okay? All right, Libra, I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. If it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Once again, I apologize if this was a messy message or if it didn't resonate or if I didn't make sense. I'm super sorry, guys. I try to be as crystal clear as I can during Mercury, but sometimes it doesn't come out the way I intended to. So hopefully this all made sense to you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. If you guys are interested in the Mercury Survival Candle or the Moving Forward Soap, that's going to be the first link in the description below. And with that being said, Libra, have a good one. I'll see you guys later. Peace.